Hey Facebook fam, how you doing? Hey, I just wanted to try to encourage you and drop a word of knowledge into your hearing, give you something to chew on, give you a little food for thought for the weekend. Hey, I'm sitting here thinking what weekends used to be for me. I find myself oftentimes in situations and circumstances where I found myself calling on God and saying, Father, if you just get me out of this situation, I'll never do it again. Only to spin around and do it all over again once He delivered me. Some of y'all looking at me now and everything, and you're smiling and you're thinking about it, saying, yo, I got that t-shirt too, been there, done that. But you know what? We all grew up and we realized that life don't have to be like that. We don't have to continue living like that. Yeah, we all have our vices. Yeah, we all have our issues. Some of it might be dealing with drugs, might be dealing with alcohol, might be dealing with gambling, might be dealing with womanizing, whatever it may be. We've all sinned and fallen short of the glory of God. But I'm reminded of a story in the book of Exodus, chapter 8, verses 8 through 11, where Pharaoh was being hit with a series of plagues. And this particular plague was the plague of frogs. And he was tired of stepping on frogs and frogs jumping in his food and sleeping on frogs. And every time he turned around, there was frogs here and frogs there. And he called on Moses and Aaron. And he said, Moses, get rid of this plague of frogs. If you get rid of these frogs, I will let your people go and you can go serve and worship your God. Moses confirmed that thing and said, really? If I get rid of these frogs, we can go free and serve our God? Pharaoh said, yes. So Moses at that point in time asked Pharaoh the very same question as we go through our trials and our tribulations and we fight through our different issues. Moses asked Pharaoh the very same question that God is asking many of us. And that question was, when do you want me to stop this plague? When do you want me to put an end to these frogs? God is asking you today, when do you want me to stop this? When do you want me to put an end to this issue, this circumstance, whatever the situation may be? And Pharaoh's answer kind of made me take a step back and say, huh, really? Because Pharaoh's answer was tomorrow. He could have stopped it that very moment. He could have stopped it that day, that very hour. But instead, Pharaoh decided he wanted to hold on to it a little while longer and said, put an end to the plague tomorrow. I want you to ask yourself and just think about it. Whatever your situation or circumstance may be, is God standing at your door waiting to heal you, deliver you, and set you free? And He's asking you, son, daughter, when do you want me to let you free and loose you from the yokes of bondage and despair? And you're holding on just a little while longer, responding to God by saying, tomorrow? Benjamin Franklin said, don't put off for tomorrow what you can do today. God is a healer and a deliverer, and His word says, he whom the Son sets free is free indeed. Won't you live a life of freedom in Jesus today, right now? I love you. Have a good weekend. Be blessed and be safe. And remember as always, Jesus loves you. This I know, for the Bible tells me so. Be blessed.